Hello guys, so I'm going to give you a little instructions here. When you're getting on the boat, you'll see that the engines are trimmed up. We haven't put those down yet. The first thing you'll want to do is there's a switch here. I've got it on right now. Off is in the up position like that. So turn your switches on. And then you're going to want to go over here. I'm going to turn this off for a second until we get to that point. You want to have your keys on, which they are on right now. So there's a off, accessory, on, and start. So have it to the on position, then you'll be able to use the trim, and it's right on the gear selector here, just like it was on the other boat. So you're going to want to trim those down, make sure that they get all the way down seated. They make that noise, you're good to go. And then also what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have this light active. It will probably be off when you get on the boat. It'll look like this. So you want this one that says one lever, you want that on. And what that's going to do for you is that's going to let you use this gear selector alone. Is going to operate both engines. It'll sync both engines. The throttles be in sync. So everything will be just like you were driving a single outboard, but you're going to do it all with just this lever. And it makes it much easier than trying to fiddle back and forth and hold both of these like that. I definitely recommend that so you don't get yourself in trouble when you're docking. Just leave it on one lever. I'm going to turn this thing on real quick. Actually, this is our chart plotter. And you just hold that down until you see SIMRAD appear, and then it'll start booting up. While it's booting up, we're going to turn on this radio. And it's going to say that it's disabled because we haven't got a MMS number yet. So what you do to get that to get where it's enabled is there's an escape key right here. You can see it right there. If you hit escape and you watch the distress go away. Okay? So now, or the disabled went away. So now it's ready to use. Meanwhile, back at the SIMRAD, it is popped up, and we just press accept, and then your chart's going to come out just like that. And it'll refresh itself, you know, put you right where you're at in the marina. So over here you'll have your miles per hour. Over here you'll have your course over ground. Your depth will be up in your right hand corner, and we haven't figured out what steer is yet. I think that's supposed to indicate the angle of the engines, but we have got some glitches on this yet that we haven't figured out. If you want to see your instruments, you press that square button up the top here, and you'll get some options. You can have a different chart that's only 2D. I usually use the navigation one. That's the one you just if you hit instruments, then you'll get that, and you'll notice that you will see trim here. So if you were actually trimming your engines to try to go a little bit faster, doesn't seem to make much difference on this boat where the trim is. I just started leaving it alone. You want to go back, all you do is go back, hit the navigation. Also, you can hit tides here, and it will tell you what the tide is right now. So no guesswork there. You hit the X, that gets you out of that. You hit the button again, go back to navigation. That's really all you need to know from now. The one thing that you should be aware of, though, is that you see the white areas. You're going to want to stay in the white, and you can make the screen bigger or smaller by rotating this button up here, or you can actually do it as a pinch like you do in on an iPhone. Sorry here. So you could do it like that, do it like that. So that's your navigation screen. So then you're kind of ready to go. The switches you want to have on is going to be your freshwater switch. You're going to want to have that on. Navigation, anchor light, you're going to want to have that on. And other than that, courtesy is the lights at night. Don't turn the live well on. And you don't mess with the bilge pump here. It'll automatically come on when it needs to come on. There is a wiper on this boat, and then there's a main power for a windlass, and I'll go through that in a different video. That's the end of this one. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.